What's up, YouTube? Figured I'd do a quick video about how to maintain and lube your Protostar without having to take it apart and possibly screw up the spacers, etc., etc. So, if you have a Protostar, after you get it, it may start to make a sound that sounds like metal rubbing on metal. What that is the spacer rubbing against the bearing when it's spinning, and it sounds awful. It's basically nails on a chalkboard. So this is the best way that I've found, and I've had this for about 5 or 6 months now, and I play with it an awful lot, and it's still perfectly smooth and quiet. This is the best way that I've found to sort of maintain it and to maintain the bearing. Let me show you what I mean. So pretty about as good as these get. Pretty silent. And show you how I do it. So, what I do is every now and then when it starts to make that sound really loud, what I do is pull it apart, and you can see there's come on, you can see there's a spacer there, and the bearing under the spacer. Bearing spins good. The bearing sits under the spacer. Now the spacer's not coming off. Some of these aren't death gripped on, but this one is death gripped in there. Like, it's not coming out. I mean, I could probably get it out if I pulled if I took pliers, pulled it out, and it would pull out both spacers, and then like put 2 sets of needle nose pliers on either spacer and wiggled them apart. I could probably get it out, but I'd probably also break the spacer in doing that. So what I try to do is just to maintain it with I like to use the onedrop V4M lube. It's for bearings and tapers. So I don't know if that makes it different than anything else, but I use the onedrop lube because I like it. Also, you can kind of try to keep the bearing seat clean so everything sits nice and flush too. That's the other trick to these. But basically, what you do is take your lube here, and you find the little spot between where the seat of the spacer and the bearing sits, and you put a dab on. Mine doesn't need lube, so I'm not going to over lube it. You put a dab of lube in there, and you hold it this way, let gravity do its thing, and spin the bearing. You get the bearing to spin a little bit, and you'll notice it start to get quieter and quieter and quieter. And then once you're all ready, make sure everything's clean. Put your finger in there, clean out all the gunk. Put it back together, and get it on there so that it's nice and tight. Eventually the spacers move and these don't line up as well as they used to. It's hard to see on this Yoyo, it's tough color, but get it on there tight-ish, and then put your lid back on your lube. String your Yoyo back up. And presto. There's the mic there. Super quiet. Super smooth. And that's it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Nothing to drink right now, but cheers for you, and I'll see you next time.